And it's good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the Calgary Curling Club, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. One last time, we bring you live curling action from the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Sean Bechtold from Curling Central, flying solo in the booth today to bring you the final. It's the two-time defending champions, Team Kim Yoon-ji out of Korea, against Team Wang from China. And, of course, you can see Team Kim with the yellow stones, Team Wang with the red stones, and they have the hammer in the first end. Hello, everybody in the chat. We can already see there is a few of you out there. Please let us know where you're watching from. The lineups pretty much unchanged from the entire event. For Team Kim, throwing the yellow stones at lead, Sil Yoon. At second, Kim Soo-ji. At third, vice, Kim Min-ji. And at fourth skip, it's, of course, Kim Yoon-ji. For Team Wang, at lead, it's Young Ying. Second, Dong Ji-chi. At third, with the broom, Han Yu. And at fourth skip, Wang Rui. Both these teams came out of the C event to get to this game, guaranteeing us a C event winner, something that has not happened since 2021 when Tabitha Peterson of the United States won this event. As we see some people viewing in from Beijing, Vancouver, Lummi, BC, Salt Lake City, Utah, Montana. Welcome in, everybody. And, of course, before it gets really started calling the game here, let's give a shout-out and thank you to our sponsors. Of course, Curler's Corner, the title sponsor of the event. It's their 14th year as title sponsor of the event. As well, Dan Petrick and Global Finance. Dr. Neville Headley of Christie Crossing Dental, Print 3, More Than Print, Olsen Curling, Coronado Ventures, Rockwatcher, Enigma Resources, Decibite, and the Westin, downtown Calgary. As we are already into second stones here in the first end. And right down to a nice tight guard. As we mentioned, both these teams coming out of the C event, here is how they got to the final. For Team Kim, out of the A event, they had a first round bye. Straight into the quarterfinal, they defeated Team Booth and then lost to Team Peterson in an A event semifinal. Went down to the B event and actually lost their only B event game to Team Wang. And believe it or not, that was their first ever head-to-head matchup between these two at Skip. And then down in the C event, you saw it on Sunday morning. It was live streamed here on this channel. Kim defeated Tabata and then defeated Kang in a C event qualifier. And then earlier today, Team Kim defeated Team Fujisawa in the quarterfinal 6-2. And in our last draw in the stream, you saw it right here just a couple hours ago, Team Kim defeating Team Silvernagel 8-5. There's a little bump back here from Team Wang. Right back into the four. For Team Wang, their path to the final. In the A event, they defeated Team Park out of Korea before they lost to Team Fujisawa in a streamed game you saw right here on Friday afternoon. And then in the B event, of course, the win against Team Kim. They then defeated Team Caitlin Laws before losing to Team Skurlik and dropping down to a C qualifier where they defeated Team Sturmey to get into the playoff. And in the playoff today, They defeated Team Skurlick in the quarterfinal 4-2, and then defeated Team Peterson 7-3 to set up for the second year in a row an all-Asian final. Last year, Team Gim defeating Team Nakamura out of Japan. We see in the chat from Big Dipper, hello, good morning, 6:48 a.m. in Japan. Good morning and good curling. As we see a little granite being removed from out front.
韩语啊，我跑得那么搞笑呢。
컨트롤 괜찮아? 컨트롤 써볼까? 아니면 로말 할까? 좋아.
Opening third stones of the end now. Kim Min-ji away.
얍. 얘나 이거 와야 돼. 잡혔어. 라인 좋아져.
Just from the chat, Fujisawa versus Wang was quite a nail-biter. Yes, it was, and actually I was in this booth calling that game. I know very well what you mean. As the team's just trading hits here, it looks like we are well on the way to a blank to open this game. Team Wang looking to become the first Chinese team since this is going to be a familiar name, Wang Bingyu, Betty Wang. She was the only other Chinese skip to win this event. And of course, Team Gim looking to make history as there has been no 3 consecutive winner. I completely butchered my train of thought there. No 3 consecutive years has there been a winner of this event. Team Gim won it in 22 and 23. Looking to be the first to win 3 in a row. I hope that made sense. It's another hit and a roll away. There have been 2 other back-to-back winners of the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Carrie Anderson did it in 2018 and 2019, and Marilyn Badeau Dart did it in 1985 and 1986. Last year on Canadian Thanksgiving Monday, Kim Min-ji becoming the 3rd name to put on that list. And as I said, looking to become the first to win back-to-back-to-back. As we're in skip stones in 1 and the blank still on. First of the skip stones from Kim Min-ji. Her team coming into this event ranked 3rd in the world. Korean national champions and Alberta Curling Series major winners this season, as well quarterfinalists at the Grand Slam of Curling Tour Challenge Tier 1. As Wang slides down, set to get in the hack and throw her first of the final. Her team ranked 35th in the world, played 3 events this year, the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard, the Alberta Curling Series Major, and the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic this season. All 3 of them, they finished in the semi-final, so this is, going into this game now, their best result of the season so far. Hit and a little bit of roll in from Wang. 2 more to come.
아우턴.
One more little piece of business to take care of as we're getting through this blank end. We want to give a special shout out to head ice tech for the event, Jamie Barassa, and the ice crew here at the Calgary Curling Club. Been fantastic ice all weekend. Well done, gentlemen. As Gimme G is away with her last of the first end. Is looking to pick up the easy hit.
야, 많이야?
And away goes the red. Easy as you like.
지금 민지야 좋았다. 웨이트가 맞아가지고. 아까 너무 세게 차가지고. 그래서 슬쩍 뿌린다는 게 들어가 버렸어.
Wang in the hack, she kicks, she throws, and the first hammer of the game is underway. And it's a miss. She ends up throwing it wide, and a surprising steal of one. The defending champions are on the board first. When we come back, Team Wang hold the hammer in the final.
저기 웨이트 좋아.
좀 뻑뻑한데 소리가 있는데 닦으면 괜찮아.
就是大一个瓶。
아, 맞아. 오케이.
点一点。
但我感觉应该给的有点太大了，
太
有点就是稍微偏外了一点儿。加油吧，没事，慢慢打。
行吧。站位。好。你俩。
And back with the second end of the final from the Calgary Curling Club, the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Trevor in the chat, whoops, perhaps too much weight or just too wide. It looks like it just got thrown out wide. And it just caught the ice on the far outside and just hung out there. As we are now underway with the second end of the final, So Yoon. One of two left-handers on the team.
괜찮아, 좋아. 웨이트 오자. 민지가 오자. 올 거면. 민지야. 안 들어와. 계속 와. 안 들어와. 더. 16호.
And right down onto the center line. Just a couple of feet away from the house. First from Team Wang, away here in the second end. Off the chat, always fun to have some left-handed curlers. I know that all too well. I am left-handed myself, Trevor. There are actually, I believe, two left-handers out there for Team Gim in this game. A little bit of advantage, you could almost say, being able to see stones from both sides of the hack at some point in an end. As Team Wang looking to set up the deuce with the standard first corner guard. Any curlers in the chat, let me know. Do you throw right-handed or left? Let's get a look. Let's see how many of you other southpaws are out there watching this game.
웨이트. 민지 거야. 기다렸다가 민지 거.
So second, looking to come underneath their guard.
민지야 와. 민지야 계속 와도 돼.
Kim G carving it over. And this is going to finish very nicely and dead buried. And Team Wang lead. Yang Ying with her
Yeah.
second of the second end. As it seems it's all righties in the chat. I feel very lonely right now.
正常带就行，没事儿，线路 OK。8，完了那掉。
Bringing this one underneath the guard. And how far is this one going to go? Down to the tee line. Yunji gives a little bit of the scrub. It's going to stay in the back 12. Way out wide. And Yunji says, let's put another one on the center line right up front.
맞아.
And the other left-hander on the team, second, Kim Soo-ji. And she is away with her first of the second end. Just looking to put another one on the center line up front.
6까지 와. 6. 와. 계속 와.
Curling 101. You don't have the hammer. Take control of the center line.
계속 와도 돼. 혹시 계속 혹시 예은이 돼? 예은아 진짜 넣어야 돼.
This one's going to actually end up coming in.
예은아 계속 와야 돼 진짜.
Maybe I misheard what was said on the microphones there. If I did that, I apologize. This one's going to come in sit full 12. Teresa in the chat, lefty but never curled. Sounds like lessons for lefties are few and far between. Not really. Not really, Teresa. I'm left-handed myself, and I learned from everyone that taught me are all righties. You just have to learn to mirror what they're doing.
Oh.
There's a little bit of heat coming here, and the run double from Team Wang. Leaves the guard sitting covering shot stone buried.
하나 할까 얘를 때릴까?
Trevor in chat, I played on a team with a left-handed curler during arena playdowns, and it's the best. I can be left of the stone, he can be right, and we can both slide and sweep. Yep, true that. True that. It does have its advantages, dare I say. Kim Soo-ji kicks and throws her second of the second end. A surprising 1-0 opening to the final after the blank attempt fires wide from Skip Wang.
얘나 와. 얘나 와야 돼. 얘나 와야 돼. 이거 다 보여. 빨간 거. 다 보여. 더 와야 돼.
And this one sits just left of the center line, way up high, about 1.5, 2 there. And a little more front of the house clearing on the way. Completely off it. They get the one. They almost clip one in behind. But alas, away it goes.
더 줄일까? 좋아.
And this game definitely being played at pace, already into third stones here in the second end. As Kim Min-ji is away in the hack. Kicks, throws, and the stone is out.
안쪽이야. 수지 안쪽이야. 와야 돼. 클린 해야 돼. 클린 수지 거야. 수지야 와야 돼. 수지야 와야 돼.
This one dying in a hurry on him. Are they going to get it over the line? Just over the line.
안쪽이어서.
Han Yu in the hack with her first of the second end. And immediately brushing on it. Quite a bit. And are they going to get by that high guard? No, they're going to rub off it. And let's see where this one's going to end up.
Okay.
Yunji just guiding it in the back of the house. And away it goes. And Yunji just says, let's put another one up front. Complete control of the center line.
오케이. 근데 조금 더 바깥쪽 쓰긴 해도 돼.
As Minji's away with her second of the third end.
이건 진짜 많다. 기다려. 기다려. 그럼 옆에까지 오자. 옆에. 이렇게가 좋아. 스택. 오. 얍. 스택어가 좋을 것 같아. 얍. 럼백 안 되게.
They're going to bring this down right to that red sitting center line. Prevent the run opportunity. And it looks like Wang's just calling to clear it all out of the way. Wonder if conditioning will play a part in this game today. Both of these teams have been out on the ice since 9 o'clock this morning. Both of them playing in quarterfinals then, and then having to head back out by about 12:30 for the semis. As we see the shooter and the red guard go away, yellow spills just off center left side. And we are down to Skip Stones in 2.
뭐야?
Comment I'm picking up in the chat here from Trevor. Once you start curling, you might not be able to stop. Truer words never spoken, sir. He's giving G in the hack kick she throws.
이거 봐. 아니 타이트할 것 같아.
And now carving it over, trying to get it by this tight guard. They're going to be on it, and they're going to bounce it into the middle and cover up a bit of that lone stone in the house. That thing has been there for a while. Just a touch of it buried. But I don't think there's a way to get straight to it. Not at this point anyways. Wang has a look and says, no, we're going to have to run it. As Wang is in the hack with her first of the second end. As here comes the run attempt. 1 and 2 gets them both. Now the shooter rolls over into the corner as a guard. They do get both yellows removed. And Yunji says, give me a top 8 biter.
어쩔 수 없지. 여기는 들어올 수가 없어. 어? 이쪽 좀 떨어질 것 같아.
Some comments from the chat here looking at the match between Gim and Wang. I'm looking forward to the Pan Continentals more this year. As am I. The field looks absolutely great, both in the women's event and the men's event. Definitely something to put some time aside to be watching for sure. Steph says, I played since high school, but I stepped down for a bit. Plan on playing again next week. Sounds good. Get back into it. And this time, don't stop, man. You're not going to want to. And hello, Tim in BC.
주는 게 좋은데 스티 저걸 하고 싶지 않은 거야. 좋아. 센터 잡아. 뭐냐. 쉽게 주는 것 같아서. 좋아.
누구면 너가 봐, 민지야.
충분히 따가지고. 13판.
Little extra discussion over what to do with their last for Team Gim.
안 타이트해 라인.
Team Gim has been actually short a coach the last few events. Ever since the start of the season, some issues. They have actually had a Canadian coach on the bench assisting the team for the last year or so, Monsieur Guy Hemmings. But as I've been informed, he will be back joining the team at the Pan Continentals up in Lacombe, Alberta. As this very team looked to defend the Pan Continental title they won last season. Coming down, bumping their yellow back into the 8. And one more stone to come. As it appears Wang is just going to take the force, get her one, draw this game level at the 1/4 point. The hammer in 2. One kick she throws. And the stone is away. Needs full 8 to tie the game. And it's going to be 3 sweepers on it. Are they going to get it there? As it's very light. And no, it will not reach. And it's back-to-back steals of 1 for the defending champions. 2-0 after 2.
맞아, 안 떨어졌으면 됐어. 들어가자.
웨이트만 계속 생각하다. 서민들아 지금 1점 주면 진짜 좋은데.
오케이.
뭐 그렇게 갈 필요 없어. 나는
Third end of play here at the Calgary Curling Club off the banks of the Bow River, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Sean Bechtold from Curling Central here in the booth bringing you the final of the Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Team Gim and Team Wang. As for the second consecutive year, 2 Asian teams meet in the final. As lead So Yeon is away with the opening stone of the third end.
계속. 못할 걸.
All the way in. It's going to find
많이 떨어져.
pretty much full 8. Not quite full 8. First from Team Wang. In what you would expect to be double corner guards.
클린해줘.
And it looked like that was either a pick or a burnt stone.
예나 8.
Didn't quite catch what happened there. That happened quick. But that is a stone gone to waste.
여기서 이만큼.
And yeah, it looks like they're saying it's a pick. They're checking the bottom of the stone.
이거?
And probably the last thing you wanted to happen if you're cheering on Team Wang in this game. Susan Barassa, Team Wang, not Wang. Sorry, I'm using the long A when I'm saying the name. I'll shorten it up and I'll just say Wang if that helps. I thought it was pronounced with the long A, and that's why I was saying it like that. Maybe the way my voice is on the microphone, it sounds like I'm pronouncing it like that. But I'll pronounce it with the shorter A going forward if that helps. As the second stone from Seoul heads into the back 4. And a little upweight looking for the double. Gets the double. Sticks the shooter around, biting the red. As Kim Soo-ji is away with the first of the second stones here in 3.
진짜 좋아.
Simple hit. Shooter stays around. Getting a little help in the chat on the pronunciation for this team's name. I think it's pronounced Wang but spelled Wang. At least that would be true for other languages. I'll just stick with the way I've been pronouncing it. I'm overthinking this too much. As the hit and the shooter rolls away. Kim Soo-ji delivering her second of the third end.
그냥 와. 약하면 와. 가봐. 계속. 이거 충분히 들어와. 계속 충분히 들어올 수 있어.
Off the chat. Thank you, Dicer. I will just do what I'm doing then. Thank you very much for the help. As the front end's just going to drag this one into the top 12.
16이.
Soyun with a big scrubbed finish there. And the stone away. The hit, the little roll over to center, touching the center line. And Yunji says just control weight. Let's just get rid of it. This is the first of the third stones here in 3. Kim Min-ji.
라인 좋아. 얘나 그냥 클린해줘. 얍. 수지. 얍.
And away it goes. Just off a nose. Shooter basically sticks at impact point. And Wang content to trade the hits. Stone away. Playing with some pace this game. This one's going to come into center. It's going to roll and straddle the center line. Yunji just checking to see if it's in or not.
아니면 스테이 해놔도 괜찮은데. 럼백 주는 거지?
Kim Min-ji away with her second of the third end. Schedule 8. Extra end if we are still level.
수지 거. 수지. 수지. 얍.
Late sweeping as this thing is breaking. They're trying to hold it.
계속.
And now bury it.
수지야 더 와야 돼. 더.
And they will. It is going to just peek out the left side just a hair. And it looks like Wang calling for the split. Either a split or just a straight hit. Now looking at the run back possibility. And I believe that's what they ended up deciding on.
맞긴 하네.
And away goes everything. Shooter sticks around.
아니면 치고 갈까? 이대로 넘어가도 되긴 하는데. 어때? 다 이제.
And just a little bit of discussion from Team Gim. What do you think we should do now?
좋아.
She likes just coming around behind that red just thrown.
더 여기 왔거든. 너무 안 많아? 아니다. 괜찮을 것 같아. 민지야 넘어가면 떨어지니까 봐줘.
You can see up in the top right of your screen, Curler's Corner. Of course, the title sponsor of the Curler's Corner, Autumn Gold Curling Classic. If you're in the Calgary area, make sure to come on down. Lots of good equipment, supplies, gifts, all kinds of good stuff. Say hello to Bernice. Say hello to Briar. As Skip Yunji away with her first of the third end.
라인 먼저. 나가면 기다려.
Telling her to wait all of a sudden. Thinking they might have overcooked it a bit. They do just get it past the guard, but I think they might have overswept it to make sure it was by. And it is going to be a little deeper than they thought. Most of the 12, but well back. And Wang calling for the split from the looks of that. Watching the taps of the brooms on the ice.
这个点，这个点。
Without a doubt, Wang needs to convert with the hammer. She's given up steals of 1 in 1 and 2. You can see it on the scoreboard in behind.
打吗？
Trevor in chat, can she do the split and get 2? That's going to depend on what Yoonji does if the split is successful. If Yoonji comes into lie 1 to try to get the force, she might leave a double. If Yoonji, say, goes for a freeze on one of the 2 in and misses it, leaves a double.
我等等先。嗨。
Oh, definitely they were looking for full 12 for both, but that's going to be difficult that far out wide. They're going to get full 12 to lie shot. They get a biter with the shooter. Kind of a half split out of that. And it looks like Yoonji's just going to come in underneath that biting red. From Trevor in the chat, not a bad result. No, not the worst. And considering the shot that Yoonji's going to play, I think the 2 is in play for Team Wang here. If she does end up burying this in behind, a nose run on her own stone would be for 2. Of course, it's all going to come down to what happens with this very stone as Kim Yoon-ji in the hack kick. She throws stone away, her last of the third end. And deciding to actually go with the in off and try to roll it underneath. She gets 1 away. And I don't see how you get the deuce out of this one now. Wang in the hack, set to throw the final stone of the third. And the hammer in 3 is away. And they're going to be on their own stone. It's another flat miss. And both reds roll out. It's another steal. And this one, a steal of 2. Make it a 4-0 game after 3.
它不也是后期才掉下来的吗？
我感觉这，OK，没事，不这样，放过自己，加油！下楼去了，可能再放个球，再看看球，没事。
跟球有啥？
The Calgary Curling Club, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the final of the Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. It's Sean Bechtold from Curling Central here, bringing you the final, flying solo in the booth here today on this Thanksgiving holiday Monday here in Canada. Team Gim, defending champions, looking to become the first ever back-to-back-to-back champions of the event and literally stealing their way into a lead. Team Wang having the hammer in 1, 2, and 3 and just missed shots. That's the only way you can say it with the hammers, leading to a 4-0 lead for the Korean rink. Team Gim. As Soyun lead for Team Gim away with the opening stone of the fourth.
아웃 많아. 계속 와, 아웃 많아.
Just guiding this one in.
계속. 좋아. 좋아.
And right down to biting the lid. Opening stone from Team Wang away here in 4. As the corner guard is going up. All the way out to the wings. And the standard, Yoonji says, let's put one on the center line again. It's just been textbook stuff now.
수지야 조금 타이트하긴 해. 좀만 잡아줘. 라인 좀 잡아줘. 괜찮아. 바운스 내도 돼. 계속.
A lot of scrubbing on this one. And they're coming in with it. And they're going to catch just about full 8 on the center line.
수지야 가드를 굳이 할 필요가 있나? 괜찮아. 그냥 해. 15.
Second stone from Team Wang here in 4. And keeping one brush down on it the whole way. Now both brushes down. They get one, run it back, spill one into the side 8-foot. It's still shot. And all scoring stones right now sitting wide open. Still early in the end, though. Just opening up second stones. Kim Soo-ji in the hack. As Soo-ji, the second left-hander on the team. Just looking for the nose hit. Over curls just a hair. It does roll a touch, but not very much.
떨어지는 거야.
选那2个都在那，他一会儿就摘占位。飞了。
So we see the next of the second stones coming from Team Wang here. As they're trying to figure out, they have to figure out how to convert a hammer and quickly. As the conclusion of this end, this game is half over. Sorry, the scheduled ends are half over by that point. As this one trying to bring it underneath, and it's going to sail a little bit. It's going to stay full 8. They do get shot rock out of it, but it is quite deep.
이거.
From the looks of that, Yoonji calling for a takeout, just asking what weight she wants to throw at it.
12반 어때? 근데 롤아웃이 그냥 될 것 같은데 이걸 그냥 날리는 게 좋은지. 12 좋아.
Suji in the hack, away with her next.
얍.
And immediately brushes on it.
이거 많이 와야 돼. 이거 진짜 릴리지 않게. 계속 와야 돼. 그래도 와야 돼.
And they're going to be on their own top 12. They're going to move all of their stones around. Everything's going to stick around in the house. But is this the start of the break that Team Wang needed? And how exactly do they capitalize on this one? Going for the hit onto the wing, I believe. With the in-turn. Having to get on it late. Holding the line. They get to it. Pretty much on the nose, and now they're lying too. And the signal from Skip Kim-Min-ji. Hit it and roll in front of the other scoring counter right now. For third, Kim-Min-ji with the first of the third stones here in 4.
Yep.
And the stone is away.
Oh, clean it. Yep. Clean. 수지.
Little bit of carving last second.
간다.
They do hit it a little thick, little bit of a roll, but it is still open.
모르겠지? 아야, 너 말고 수지.
And it looks like they're thinking repeat the process or hit it and roll over. That's another option. Third stone away, Hanyu.
Wow!
They waited a while to put a brush on that one. Perhaps got in two minds. You get the hit, and they're going to get the roll, but it's going to come underneath and all the way out. Well, just hanging on to the back of the play area. It is still in play, but not scoring. As Kim-Min-ji is away with her second.
얍. 이거 많이 와야 돼, 진짜. 계속. 얍. 와야 돼. 잡혔어.
And the open hit noses it.
웨이트가 그래도.
And Team Gim all of a sudden lying 3. As this end has really turned on its head now. In the latter stages. Last of the third stones here.
没事儿。
And the sweeper's back right off of it. And oh no. Skip, sweep, and right through it goes.
이쪽은 롤이 있어서.
And it's starting to become a running story of this end as the day just caught up with Team Wang.
근데 여기 있으면 더블하면서 저희가 롤까지 걸려나? 더 떨어뜨리게 놓을까? 여기. 여기 잡아줘.
A little bit of a house conference there real quick as Team Gim deciding where to put the first of their skip stones here in 4.
반반 봐봐. 그래. 안쪽인데도 괜찮을까?
닦으면 올릴 건데.
오케이.
Gimme and G away with the first of the 4 skip stones here in 4.
안갈 것 같긴. 오! 얍! 얍! 얍!
Getting a big sweep on this one late.
계속 가야 돼. 더
It
가야
is
돼.
going to get into the house somewhat.
더
Just no matter where it finishes. Want a good finish. They get most of the 8-foot. It is now second shot. And there are
더 들어가길 바랬는데.
a lot of comments coming through the chat. I can't quite read them all. But I can tell that a lot of them are not from happy people right now. We have to see, can Team Wang turn this game around? Skip stones and sitting against 4. We're just having a close look at the stone in the hack. Probably finding some little extra debris on there. Wang kick, she throws, and her first of the 4th is away. And gets the 1. Rolls a bit to the left side. Sitting 1 now, but wide open. Correct, Trevor, but it is wide open. Yes, exactly.
然后我感觉给的有点大，
Not many places to hide one right now.
这10秒，这不能比10秒。
As Team Gim looking for the hit and the force. Gimme and G with her last here in 4. Stone is away. The simple hit. Would like to keep the stone in play just to put the extra pressure on. Big scrub on this one to hold the line. And they got it. Red stone away. Yellow's biting the 4. And Wang in the force. Looking to get on the board now. The hammer in 4 is away. The force is on Team Wang, looking for their single, get on the scoreboard, and maybe begin the comeback. Here's a hit. She's got it on the nose. She's got her 1. She's on the board. We're through 4. Team Gim lead 4-1, and we'll have the hammer when we come back.
가자면 컴? 저쪽은 갈 때 아우터 조금 약하면 진짜 많이 나요. 근데 더 잡을 수는 없어가지고.
깨끗하게 보다가 언니가 할 수 있으니까.
네. 응.
And we are back, 5th end, live from the Calgary Curling Club, the Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. The final. Team Gim, defending champions, league Team Wang from China, 4-1 after 4. Team Gim holding the hammer here as we are underway in 5. From the chat, Trevor, okay, she needs to get her 1, regroup, recenter, refocus, see if she can come back. That is exactly it.
19.
As the long guard played with the opening start. And the first for Team Gim away.
수지야 좀 크게 와. 기다려. 죽고 있다. 죽고 있어. 진짜 죽고 있어. 14-3.
Sweeper's barely touching this one. It is sailing a bit on them. Yunji's saying it is okay. It's going to get swept from Wang. It's going to reach back button. From the chat, Trevor, Sean, I hope that spelled that correct. S-H-A-U-N, just so you know for next time. Thank you. How fast is the ice there? Let's find out. It has been actually running very quickly and also been running very straight between the hog lines with a lot of break from the hog line in. From the next stone, let's time a couple. I'll give you some hog times and let you know where exactly we are. As the double center guard up. Somebody in the chat mentioning double center guards. Here we go. Indeed, that's what you got. As let's give you a hog time on this very stone here from Team Gim lead, Sol Yim. And we are away with it.
라인 좋아. 라인 진짜 좋아.
Big scrub a lot of the way there. I got a 15:51 on this. Might have caught a little bit of frost or something out there. That did not seem like a 15. We'll try another one. We are coming around the other way. It's Team Gim, line 2. Early in the end now. A lot of brushing, trying to bring this one in and bury it underneath. Can they get to the lid with it? No, they can't. Wang's second shot. 14-9-6 on that one. Thank you, camera crew. I almost forgot when we were doing business in the first, and I gotta give a shout out and big thank yous to all the volunteers, from everybody up here in the booth to everybody taking tickets to everybody running around and helping out with the teams. It takes a lot to put on an event like this, and all of us employees feel like it sometimes. All of us volunteers gotta give ourselves some pats on the back for putting on such a great event year after year after year. Personally, this is my favorite event of the year. I love coming here every year. And you bet for the live streams, I will be back next year. And I hope you'll be joining us next year as well, wherever you are in the world. Yes, Trevor, we had a 14-3 on that one. And a high guard here, 17-5-2. Trevor in the chat, so about 14-8 to about T. Yeah, just short of T was sweeping. At least that last one. Yes, you weren't far off, sir. It's Kim Suji away with another. My times on my stopwatch might not be that completely accurate. Watching the ice, watching the monitor, trying to call the shot and do the stopwatch. It's a lot, but I'm giving you an approximation. Let's put it that way. I'll cover myself that way. How does that sound? Staggered up the center line with 4 rocks in play right now. As we throw the first of the third stones. And thank you very much for the compliments, Trevor. Much appreciated. Another high guard from Team Wang. As Team Wang looking to get the force, get the hammer back, and then get their big end. That's about the call you got to make at this point. This could get, this game could get away from them in a hurry if they don't do it right here, right now. First third stone from Kim Min-ji. And they're just going to get rid of that high guard. Away it goes. Shooter goes bye-bye as well. Once again, I'll take this time while Team Wang has their discussion. One more time, give you guys the sponsors from this event. Of course, Curler's Corner, the title sponsor of this event, celebrating 14 years as title sponsor of the Autumn Gold Curling Classic, as well our thanks to Dan Petrick of Global Financial, Dr. Neville Headley of Christine Crossing Dental, Print 3, Olsen Curling, Coronado Ventures Limited, Decibite, Rockwatcher, Enigma Resources Limited, and the Westin Calgary. Sponsoring this year the annual Canadian Thanksgiving tradition, the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. If ever you get the chance to be in the Calgary area on the Canadian Thanksgiving, by all means, make time, make the trip. Come on down here and see this live. As a little rub off the guard. And you see red disappearing. And do we go back to that conversation early in the game about the half shots? I'm thinking just by watching the demeanor of the team, it just looks like they're tiring out there. That's got to be my guess. This team is a lot better than the way they're playing. They're much better. From Dicer, oops, that doesn't look good. Absolutely. Definitely not the cold shot.
여기다 붙일 수도 있긴 해.
From Trevor in the chat, yes, there's a lot of curling in one day. Yes, not only that, but back-to-back-to-back draws in. We're coming up now.
근데 여기 오다가 우리가 8까지 깊게 왔어.
9-10 hours.
우리한테 나쁠 게 있어?
We started with the quarterfinals at 9 a.m. No, sorry, 9-10 hours, 7 hours. Learn to read a clock, Sean. Wow. Too used to looking at our smartphones and being told everything these days, I think. Still, it is a lot of curling in one day. And yeah, I can even feel it being in the booth. I have been here all day myself. And actually, not only are we talking about it's a lot of curling in one day, both of these teams had to play in the C qualifier. And that was at, now I'm speaking local time here, those games started, I believe, 8:30 last night. There was a lot of curling played over the last 24 hours by both of these teams. And it's starting to look like, at least for one of them, it is caught up. But this is all, I think this is when you use the phrase part and parcel to having a triple knockout event with 28 teams over 4 days. This is just what happens. It's part of the game. As the guard peel catches one in the house, Team Gim lying one. And one staying over by the boards on the wing. It's still in play. Trevor in the chat, yes, that's a lot. Most I've done in one day is 3 games. It's tiring, absolutely. About 5 p.m. here in Calgary. Yes, actually, it just turned 5:01 up here, Trevor. Yes, personally, myself, Trevor, I've done 3 in one day, and yeah, I was beat. And that was just in a rec tournament. It is very tiring. I cannot imagine what these girls are going through down on the ice right now. As we are on skip stones here in 5. And this one comes into full forward, second shot. And very easy call from Yoonji. Let's just soft hit and get rid of this one.
만약에 민지야 멀리 가면 아예 멀리 가도 돼. 포켓만 아니면 될 것 같아서.
Trevor, I wonder if they meant for the freeze. That was what I was looking at. And from Chris, Korean curling fans have no sleep today. Absolutely. Even for the fans, 3 or more games in a day can be tiring. As Yoonji is away with Skip Stone. Right off it, they get it. They're by their own stone just barely and sitting 2. Both of them touching red paint. Line 2, wide open with the hammer.
우리 아무도 푸시 안 했는데. 근데 어차피 완전히 처음부터는 1번이 나올 수 있어서 7번.
And if I saw it right, are they calling for the freeze again? Don't quote me on that. This is the last stone from Team Wang here away in 5. Brusher's right off it right now. Now a little bit, maybe. Just a quick clean. Trying to really carve it over. Trying to really carve this over. It does move a bit. Gonna get a bit of a bump. It is line shot.
이게 더 싫어? 이게 정말
All things considered, not the worst result, but definitely not what they called.
여기 여기 괜찮을 것 같아. 충분히 돼.
As it looks like they're going for the bump to run that red out of there. And this could be for 3. As you can see, this is the final stone of the 5th. Here at the final, the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. The hammer in 5. She kicks, she throws, the stone is away. Looking for the soft double bump. There's a possible 3 in play here. Now looking to carve it a bit. Get it over, they do. And yes, count it. 3 more for the defending champions. It is 7-1 after 5, and the handshakes are out. It is all over. Team Gim of Korea are the first ever back-to-back-to-back champions of the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Well, that'll do it for all of us here in the booth. My thanks to the camera crew. Very good job today, guys. And thanks to all the volunteers. Thanks to the ice crew. Thanks for the teams for some great curling. Thanks to you for joining us. This has been Sean Bechtold of Curling Central, bidding you goodbye from the Calgary Curling Club in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic.